Thank you very much to my colleague MP Dinesh Rambali, the only man to ensure that I will always get a standing ovation, so I appreciate you for that. To all of my parliamentary colleagues and my slate members who are here with us tonight, and to you members of the United National Congress, I say good night, good evening, and welcome to Mayaro. I'm welcoming people to your constituency, just briefly. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here tonight coming towards the end of our campaign trail. Today is Wednesday. We are 2 days away from D-Day. 2 days away from either staying the same or finding a way into government into 2025. And as we come to the end of the campaign, I want to tell you that I stand here immensely proud of the campaign of the United Patriots of the United National Congress. I am proud of the campaign because we showed a clear difference from what was past and what the future of the United National Congress will be. I am proud because those of you here today, those who are looking on, those of you who have reached out to us on various forms of media, those of you who have spoken to candidates on our walks, in our meetings, you have shown the courage to say that things can be better and you will do the work with us to make things better. And for that, I applaud you. I stand here proud of knowing that there are people in the United National Congress who remain loyal to the United National Congress. And that is an important distinction, because we are hearing so many things about loyalty and loyalty, but you have to ask, where does their loyalty lie? I saw the current chairman of the United National Congress speak on our platform on Monday. And the current chairman, who used to be the General Secretary of the United National Congress, spoke on that platform and said that members of this slate hide from the PNL. And I want to tell you all something here tonight, because it's one thing to lie, but if you're going to lie, lie good. Don't lie and lie in a bad way. Lie good, not that people could catch you easy. 2020, the United National Congress on August 10th lost the second general election in our row. On that day, we met and we decided that there will be a press conference on August 11th. On August 11th, the United National Congress held a press conference to speak to UNC members, to the nation, about what we were going to do now that we've lost the second general election in our row. I show up at the press conference. The press conference was supposed to start at 11 o'clock. I show up because, you know, we just newly elected member of parliament for Tabakit, still serving as public relations officer at the time. At that time, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking around, who will speak to the media? Who will speak to members of the UNC? The chairman watched me and said, not me. The deputy political leader watched me and said, not me. All three deputy political leaders sat down there and said, not me. They say, Anita, you go. You go and talk to the UNC people and say, we will find a way forward. And then you come in to tell me last night about who does hide? You telling me about who does hide? And so the reason they are so comfortable with losing elections is because when they lose, they will hide from you again. And then you come there and you say, we don't have people who will talk in parliament. All you had to be wicked. You saying that? You were the man who didn't stand up to speak in the budget debate in 2021, and you telling us who does hide from the PNL? No, I find, and I say, you know, I try my best not to respond. But you're running for chairman again. It's not your first run. It's not your second run. It's probably not even your third run. During the years we were in government, you sat as General Secretary of the party. And not 1 minute of that speech you could tell people what you did. Not 1 minute of that speech you could tell people, this is what I did for you, the members of the UNC. And I'm fed up here you're telling us about packing up chairs. I'm fed up. Stop telling us about the chairs. We don't want chairs, we want seats. We want seats. And if it is that all you're holding another meeting tomorrow to tell us about chairs, cancel it. Because if you're not telling us about seats, don't tell us anything. And ladies and gentlemen, when you have a campaign, as they have one that is based on lies, that is based on propaganda, you will do anything. I see them sharing what the team will do for you. Kyle spoke about it at another meeting. What the team will do for you. And on the list of things is UNC policy. And we are all members of the UNC. So you taking our campaign, stand your ground is UNC policy. That belongs to us too. The question of opening the gate is UNC policy. That belongs to us too. And so the question you have to ask yourselves as members of the UNC is who can get you into government to enact those policies. And they are trying their best. They are trying their utmost best to confuse you. Because not one of them, not one person who goes on that platform will tell you what they will do differently to win the election in 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, our slate on the United Patriots is designed to win elections. Our policies in the internal elections is designed to fix UNC business. And so when they come into you and giving you national policy with no internal policy, that is why we are in opposition today. We are in opposition today because not one of them understand what their role and function is. And so you know when you tell people they don't know their place, that is exactly what we have to tell them. You don't know your place. And if you're holding a position for 4 years, 5 years, and you still don't know what to do, you ain't shame to come and campaign again for the same position? No, yeah, I mean, at some point in time, you have to say to yourself, I'm not able. Some all you know, all you're not able. What are you doing there? And Larry said it. It's because the only thing they could do is say yes. So after they finish say yes, they say yes to any position. I saw some of them before nomination day didn't even know what position they was going to run for. Confused. And so they find out, they finish scramble, and they'll get up there and they'll say anything. They will say anything. They have one running for education officer, and that had to be the biggest joke. They are laughing at UNC people, because if you know the man running for education officer, you know education nowhere near that man name. Nowhere near that man name. And so I want to say to UNC people, when we included people like Jermaine Abdullah, when we included people like William Archie on the slate, it's because they know the inner workings of San Fernando West, and that is our seat we will get, and that is how we will get into government. And when we included people like Larry Lala, it's because he has done the work in Tunapuna, and that is our seat we will get. That is not our chair to pack up. And when we have people like Wayne Mohammed on the slate, it's because they have done the work in the South constituencies. So we could close our eyes on the safe seats, because as Kyle said, they will just become safer seats because people will be coming to the UNC. And when we have put together a slate that is thinking about the job that they have to do and how quickly they can get to it, that is what you have to look for on June 15th. On June 15th, your question is simple. The question you have to ask yourself is, do you feel comfortable that the UNC will win an election now? And if you know in your heart that the answer is no, you know you must vote for the praying hands. It makes no sense, ladies and gentlemen, for us to sit down amongst ourselves and grumble and say, if we had, and if we had only, and if I'd only get up, and if I'd only miss breakfast, if I'd only not bother to go so and so. There is no more if onlys. If we allow 15 years of the PNM, there is no coming back for Trinidad and Tobago. If we allow 15 years of the PNM, there is no coming back for the UNC. And if we allow the other slate that is running people from the UNC, what will we have left? You can imagine that the cost of speaking out in defense of your party is for them to say they will isolate you and they will put you out. Put you out of what? This is not your house, this is our house. Where are you putting us out from? I'm telling you, I see a man who get licked twice, telling people, if you get your licks, you have to go where? You here still? So if you here, right? I cannot understand what the level of thinking is on that side. They are deliberately attempting to mislead individuals. This is a UNC national executive election. The positions are from deputy political leader, chairman, deputy chairman, international relations officer, education officer, party organizer, all of our regional representatives. These are the positions that we are looking at. And if you had responsible leadership in the UNC, what would have happened is that everybody will know we are all members of the UNC running. And that the UNC members, you individual members, get to decide who is best for you and who will work for you. Instead of having responsible leadership in an attempt to endorse, you are trying to call us PLM. You are trying to convince people that is two different parties running, that is two, or is a third party. All of that is not true. Why are you doing that? It is irresponsible, it is reckless, and it will destroy the UNC. What you have to say to the people is that there are two teams. One team is what you had. You had it from 2010, 2015, 2017, there was an internal election. 2020, there was an internal election. 2022, there was an internal election. You had them all along. And if you know that they did not work for you, give them their walk-in papers on June 15th. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I will close where I began when this campaign started. The winds of change are coming. The winds of change will sweep over the United National Congress, and it will sweep us into government into 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, the fate of the party is in your hands. In the UNC, we have one man, one vote. You could be MP, you could be councillor, you could be leader. You only have one vote, and it's the same as yours. And so, ladies and gentlemen, come out on June 15th and cast your vote for a stronger UNC, for a stronger Trinidad and Tobago, and vote for the praying hands. I thank you.